Hi folks, welcome to another episode of Motovloggers Unplugged. This week we have John, better known as Slobo Lobo. Let's go and meet him. John, great to have you here. How are you doing, mate?
No, not too bad.
Good.
Weird.
It's weird, is it?
Well, I've not done any live show. I know people have been saying to come on the do a live thing, but I've not. I'm always doing something at the same time, so I'm watching it, but I'm also editing or doing something at the same time. So I don't want to be sat there just like.
Well, we just get started then.
Yeah.
Right, let's go for it. Question 1. What inspired you to start motovlogging?
It's weird actually because I had I put a camera on because I thought, well, it's like a dash cam. My wife had a sort of, well, I was driving at the time, but there was an accident, and I thought, well, at the time, the woman cut across as she ran a red light as we were pulling out of a junction, and wiped out the car. So we thought, well, to stop any kind of confusion in the future, we buy dash cams. I thought, well, I'll put one on my helmet while I'm on the bike, and then I thought, oh, I might just upload these to YouTube because at the moment I was filling up my hard drive and then I was deleting them and I was filling them up and I was deleting them. I thought, well, in my head it was like, oh, I'll use free storage. But you got always got that little voice going, wouldn't it be really cool if I was a YouTuber? And I was watching obviously they're like the OGs like Spicy 110 and the Baron. I've been watching them for a while.
Yeah.
But it was a quite a new guy, Podmoto. I think I mentioned him before, and he kind of it was sort of watching him because he got his from a 125 to his full license, and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna start uploading, and that was kind of like the trigger to just sort of start sticking things on YouTube and sort of see where it went from there.
Yeah, good. Do you remember your first motovlog? What was it like looking back now?
Garbage, absolute hot trash. Because the mic I was using, the camera I was using was, oh no, I was gonna say because it was originally an Acaso that I was using, but that's what I had on my helmet when I crashed the day I crashed and broke my leg, and the camera just went kaput. So I ended up getting a Drift because you don't need to charge them up all the time. I think the Drift XL lasts for about 8 hours or so.
Yeah.
The footage is okay, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like a snob about it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't that good. But I got to a point where I'm normally quite loud and gobby, but in work it was getting me into sort of trouble. I was saying something that was being overheard by someone else, and I get pulled into meetings and go, you can't say that. So I got to the point where I was just being quiet in general all the time.
Yeah.
So I was just having the camera on, and I had music playing, I think, and it was just me going home, muttering to myself, I think quietly. It took a while for me to actually start to open my mouth and talk.
How has your content evolved since you last started, or since you started? Sorry. No, let me start that again. How has your content evolved since you started?
A lot more inserts and stuff. A lot more stupid skits, little videos that I've edited. Because it used to just be quite choppy. It still is quite choppy, just all me talking. But I try and put in little references.
Yep.
I used to think about because you watch all the big YouTubers and they've got all the current memes in and stuff, and I'm like, I've got no idea what's trendy or whatever. So I just ended up whatever was relevant to me at the time. And it's usually like old movies and shows and things that I watched in the past, which tends to be, ironically, more relevant to my audience
Yeah, yeah.
than and then don't put your ass on camera. Yeah. So there's a lot more editing basically than there
Yeah.
ever really was before. I play with the color mixing a lot, the sound. I'm constantly trying to mess around with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it used to be basically record it, upload it, chop out so it's me talking, and then that was it. But now I've got like intros and all sorts of other little things.
Oh, more complicated now. What would
Yeah.
you do? What would you do differently if you were to start again?
So not, I think not take so long to find my groove. In terms of just opening up more and just chatting and having fun
Yeah.
on the camera. That's where all the dominance and things all sort of stemmed from, is because I was trying to think of things to do that would get me to speak. So every time I went to the front of a queue, I'd just say dominance. I think at one
That's
point
right.
I was going whenever I went past a Range Rover, just things just like things I would see and do just to get me to start opening my mouth.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff I don't really do anymore. Don't carry on. I've forgotten a lot, half of it, apart from things like dominance and shouting doggy or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it would have been nice to. I think there was months before I really got into just saying what was on my mind, and not being like too timid, even though
Yep.
I'm just talking to myself and like the three people that were watching.
Right. Another question I just thought of there that's not on here is, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Because it's
Um,
quite unusual.
it's it's from a video game. Well, that's not from a video. I used to play World of Warcraft. If you've ever heard of that, it's an old
Yeah.
MMO. It was just the name of a character, just a nonsense word, like Slobo Lobo or whatever. I used to people used to come on to the team speaking, just be going Slobo Lobo Lobo Lobo, stuff like that.
Right. Right.
It was just a nonsense word, and then when I put my first video on, I changed. Well, I added VFR to make it remotely more motorbike
Yeah.
related, but I've had the channel for like 10 years or
Right.
more. So yeah, it's just I was thinking to myself that I should have put something. Do you know, you see, it's usually something rides or something very specific about someone who bikes, like the Bingley Wheeler, or do you know, things like that.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
always something about someone on a bike, but I thought, I'll just stick VFR on the end of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that'll do.
My channel name's actually my tag when I'm playing gaming as well. Haggis Whisperer. So that's where that came from as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What bike or bikes are you currently riding?
Oh, the mighty Honda VFR
Yep.
800, the first gen VTEC, which means the VTEC's got like a little kick to it. It's not a smooth transition. And I recently bought an Aprilia Pegaso Trail, which no one's ever heard of. I think there was like two on Auto Trader when I first looked
Right.
for bikes. Sorry, different cat. And Chewy. I was originally going to buy a Royal Enfield Himalayan. Had my sight set on buying one,
Yep.
but every time I went to a garage, they just gave me the runaround. Like they wouldn't let me try it or go for a little test drive, or they were very uninterested in me being there. So I was about to sack off the entire thing, and I just had a look on Auto Trader, and I was like, "Oh, there's this Aprilia." It was like less than $2,000 or whatever.
Yep.
I spoke to the guy, and he said, "Yeah, we'll put a full MOT on it. Any work that needs doing, we'll do it, and we'll deliver it for free."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Done, sold, done." And it's been hit and miss. It's currently got an overheating problem. I've just had a new thermostat delivered, so hopefully that'll
Fix
sort
the
out the
problem.
issue. I've
Right.
got my seat that that Todge likes to take the piss off. Basically, it was too small, so I was like too low. So I felt like I was doing this on the bike.
Right.
So I got like just a big thick bit of foam and like hacked at it with a knife. and then glued it. But it's all like lumpy and bumpy. It's comfortable enough, but yeah, it looks awful. That was for some like green laning and things. I just wanted something different because I love the V4. I absolutely love that bike.
Yeah, they're lovely bikes.
It's not the fastest. It's fairly heavy, but I just love the sound of it. And I can't take that off road, obviously. So I wanted something
No.
to do a little bit of like green laney ish.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting something bigger, like Africa Twin GS sized, but I thought I'd be an idiot to go off roading and then just buy a bike that was way too heavy for me.
Yeah, they are heavy.
So I thought, well,
mine's is 240 odd kilos or something, and that's just an 850. That's not even the 1250. So it must be heavier.
Yeah, so I thought. I mean, I saw when Peaky took his off-roading. I thought, absolute nut job.
He's off his head.
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped it a few times that time he was out. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I think if someone who owns one of them, who's ridden it for a while, I think I'd probably better to wind my neck in and buy something a little bit
Lighter,
easier to handle.
Yeah, definitely. What camera and mic setup do you use while vlogging?
Currently, the Action 4 with Mic Mini. I've also got a Tascam DR05X, something like that.
Right.
I've been trying to get this like sweet spot of like helmet audio and then exhaust, an exhaust note behind without getting too much wind buffering. I bought 2 Mic Minis, but I found when you connect both of them via the receiver, whatever your helmet mic's on, the same is on the back.
Yep.
So you can't like go, I want noise cancelling in one, but not noise cancelling in the other, and I want to change the gain in one and not the other. It was okay. I had like a little harmonica case with some foam padding that I put in, and I put that in my pocket.
Yep.
So it would record the but I couldn't adjust it. So I was looking at what other YouTubers use for, you normally ones where they've got like basically they're just on whatever muscle bike and they're just ripping down some country lanes.
Yep.
And the Tascam popped up. Also, it was there was something else that was more expensive that I just simply wasn't going to buy.
Yeah.
So I've got that. I got an Insta360 that I struggle to use properly. A lot of the times, I've realized that one of the beauties of the 360 isn't the fact that you can just have 360 footage all the time. It's I put it on like my wing mirror, and you can readjust it. So if I'm like slightly off, you can switch it across. I've also realized that I can do it so it's like a quick edit. So I'll load it up into the 360 software.
Yeah.
Pick a view, and then just export that. Then pick another view, export that, and then I'll just layer that on top. So I'm like switching between different views, but only have one camera source to worry about. And occasionally, if I see someone doing something stupid in the car, I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
For my own amusement.
Yeah. I like the Insta360. Okay, it's maybe not as good a picture quality as the DJI stuff, but it is very, very flexible. As you say, you can reframe, you can do whatever,
Because a lot of people say, well, if you get the 360 and you're not making 360 videos, then it's kind of a waste. But I don't think it's part of the camera, but it's not the bread and butter. I think you can use it. Such a versatile camera for looking in different directions and getting different shots without having to have 5 different cameras all over the bike.
Even just to adjust your what's the word for it? Your widescreen, you can go really wide on it. You can come in narrow if you want as well. I like it from that as well. So you don't have to, if the camera's facing back at me, it doesn't have to be the rigid same spot every time it's facing me. You can bring it out wider. Or I really like it. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at I was looking at the new X5, but I was like, ooh.
See, I never buy the every year. I mean, at the minimum every second year, maybe third year, because in 1 year it doesn't get that much better, I don't think.
I mean, I only bought the 360 at the beginning of this year,
Yeah.
and the new DJI 360 is coming out as well. So I
Mhm.
want to see what that's gonna be like.
Yeah.
I know someone mentioned that the Acaso have just made a 360 camera. I saw the trailer for that. Looks absolutely awful. There's not much stabilization, so you've already got like they only do quick clips before they cut to something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's quite a few decent cameras. I was looking at the Insta360, the Ace 2 Pro or the Ace Pro 2 or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
It was I love colors that pop. A lot of the times I'll mess with the colors of the footage that I've recorded
Yeah.
just to
Mhm.
get sort of I like nice green grass and big nice blue skies because
Yeah.
in the UK, you know, when it's overcast, it's just grey and
I know.
a bit boring. And a lot of the times you see people's videos and it just looks. I think, oh god, it looks so depressing being being in the UK. So I think I like to try and make the colours pop a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Aye, me too. What resolution and frame rate do you use?
4K standard. I used to do 4K 60, but the 360 camera I think only does 30. Or I've only got this. I can't.
A third.
I've only got a small SD
Can't
card
remember.
in the 360 because the one I had stopped working. So I had to. So I think at 4K 30 FPS, I can record about 2.5 hours worth
Right.
on that. So I dropped the DJI to match because I thought there's no point switching
No.
frames or whatever. But it's 4K 30 pretty much all the time now.
Yep. Same as me. Yep. Do you film in full auto or do you use manual settings?
Um, the colors in D-Log, but exposure and stuff I let it run. I recently did switch to a what's the name? Those a lens that's a little bit dark. I can't remember what they're called.
Um, I know what you mean. And it's
ND filter. That's it.
ND filter. That's the one. Yep.
Yeah, I just switched to that because I found that really does take the edge off. And gives a little bit more contrast, I think, between like lights and darks. So
Yeah.
makes the detail look a bit more detailed.
Yeah.
So I've been using one of those. I had to buy another one because my dog smashed the first one. But yeah, everything else. Like stabilization within the camera and stuff like that. I tried DaVinci stabilization. Not impressed. Not
No.
impressed for the software. It literally just cropped it and it turned everything to like a stop motion film.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've got no integrity, so I just uploaded the footage anyway.
Eh, what's the most memorable ride you've ever been on the bike?
Usually usually the memorable ones are the bad ones. The ones that's like just stick in my mind was when I was going to Cumbria for a stag do, and I thought I'd take the bike, and it just pissed down for pretty much 90% of the ride. So by the time I got there, I was soaked, in such a bad mood. I couldn't see properly because I was. That's the reason why. Because I was going on a long journey, and the helmet I had at the time was a Scorpion. I can't remember the make and model, but it was slightly too small. So anything over 45 minutes, and like my forehead went numb. So I had my old Scorpion, my Exo Air. And I thought, well, I'll put that on because it was loose, so it was really comfortable. But I forgot I'd removed the anti fog thing
Yep.
on it.
Hmm.
So as soon as it started raining, it just went woof, can't see. So I had to have like the visor cracked. I was getting pelted in the eyes. My waterproofs leaked. It was just horrific for about 3-4 hours of just non-stop for the entire time. But I still don't regret taking the bike either. It was like, but that like sticks in my head. I used to have a Suzuki Intruder,
Yep.
like the 800. I loved it, but it was just awful at anything over like 60 miles an hour. It took
Right.
off it in, and I took that round Snowdonia. That was the reason why I got a better camera, because I was so gutted that the footage from the drift was just crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I remember that one for being disappointed at the end, and the one to Cumbria for being so utterly horrific on the way up. On the way back, I was really hungover as well, so it was not a good ride at
Not a
all.
good trip. Bucket list destinations you'd love to ride and vlog, or even just ride.
I want to do more of the do you know, like the standard runs, because like I've not even been to Snake Pass or anything like that. I've not been to Hard Knot
Yep.
or any of them. So I wouldn't mind going, and I'm terrified of dropping the bike. Although I think my the car park I park in, you've got to go up like a steep corkscrew. So that's
Right.
probably worse than anything you get
Yeah.
for
That's good
Hard Knot.
practice.
Yeah. Again, like Scotland is always, because I watch a lot of old Top Gear, and that was obviously from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And every time they go up to Scotland, it's just like all amazing clear roads that they
Yeah.
probably paid to close.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind. I think, because you always got like the NC, the 500, but I don't know. I don't know whether that's because I think you've mentioned it before. It's become very touristy and very
It's
like packed.
traffic jams a lot.
Yeah.
It's extremely busy. You're better staying away from it and just ducking in and out when it suits you, you know.
Mm,
But when you're right up the north, there isn't that many roads to be ducking in and out. So,
yeah.
you know,
Even I think my filtering expertise is gonna, like, with the road. There's just nowhere to go in if the roads are too narrow.
no,
There's
it's
nowhere to
all
go.
single track roads anyway.
Mm.
So you're kind of stuck wherever you happen to be. Do you prefer riding solo or with a group? How does that impact your content?
Do you know what I've done? One group ride. I think I forgot to put my microphone on for the entire time, and that was a Podmoto meetup from last year actually. Um, I'm a bit weird when it comes to group rides, because I keep thinking to myself I should probably do it. I should probably go and see what the whole scene's like, and I'm like, I don't really know anyone.
Yeah,
I know what I'm like. I'm gonna piss someone off, and then I just sort of like, do you know the scene from American Werewolf in London where the Americans walk in the pub and everyone just stops and
yeah,
stares. I feel like that's what's going to happen if I pull into the car park. They're just going to go, "Who is this knob on a 20-year-old Honda? That's far too loud." I keep thinking I should turn up to more group rides and experience what it's like, but I'm like, ah.
yeah,
Can't be asked. I also I don't think I ride. I mean, I ride relatively quick, but I don't overdo it. I don't think
yeah,
so. I don't know what that would be like in a group
yeah,
situation. Whether
yeah,
I'd be like, oh, we should hurry up, or they're going too fast for me, or again, it's something I should go. I should go and find out for myself. But at the
yeah,
same time,
yep,
I'd just rather go out on my own. A
yeah.
lot of the times.
Group riding's it's good, but it's horrible for trying to be the only person who's doing the filming. You know,
Oh, stopping and
it's a
getting the
nightmare.
camera.
Yeah, you're as well not filming when you're out in a group ride. So,
I mean,
um,
the thing I love about the DJI camera is literally it's just like click, battery out, battery in, shut,
yeah,
and you can do that so quickly. Plus, with the mic, the mini mics, they just auto resync and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah,
Once the battery's changed, I've never had a GoPro, so I'm not too sure. But it looks like you've got to like undo all sorts of stuff and the little
yeah,
things to get to it.
yeah. You've got to
Luckily,
take
I
the
don't have to
you've
be a
got to take
fan
the
of it.
media mod off,
Mm.
unplug the mic, change the battery, put it all back on, off you go. Um, no, the DJI stuff's far superior to the
Mm.
GoPro, definitely. How long does it typically take you to produce one vlog when editing?
This is probably going to piss a load of people off, you know. I could probably knock out 4 videos in about an hour. Literally, the I use the CapCut Pro transcript feature. So that
Yep.
basically brings everything to what I've said. I remove everything that's me on, like me not talking. So it just basically just has a one long stream of me talking. I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of okay with mentally while I'm riding, going, that's a good place to end this video. Then I'll
Yep.
say something that's a good ending on. So I can I know where I start from for the next video. So I just delete that section, and then I just like insert the memes,
Yep.
drag and drop the intro, and I'm done. All that, and change the color, the color grade thing. I should set up. I don't know how you set it up so it's automatic. So I've got to do it. I do it manually every time.
Yeah.
I think something to do with loops, but I don't no idea. I
Right.
keep
Okay.
thinking I need to spend more time. I go into DaVinci every now and again. I think right today I'm going to learn how to use a proper
Yeah. Yeah.
video editing software, and then I'm like, I don't know where any of the buttons are. What am I doing? I'll just go back to. I'll do it later, and
Yeah.
then go back to CapCut. But very little time at all.
Okay.
A lot
Good.
of the times, I try and get the sound quality as good as I can right
Yeah.
at the bat, so I'm not having to mess with any audio levels. Um, I know what I'm doing with the switching of the color. What takes me the longest at the moment is photoshopping people's faces onto video clips. that's the, that's the bit that takes me the longest time. One, it's finding the inspiration. I mean, I don't know whether you saw the one I did for Swenglish Steve. I did like
Uh,
it was like from the first Terminator film. I call it the Swedenator, and then just put his
right.
face. But I basically took one of his motovlogs, and then went through it. And every time he had a different face that I thought was funny, I'd screen grab that, remove the background, shrink it, put it on, track it, switch to the next one. That took me quite a while. That took me so much more to do than it was to make the 4 videos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's usually really quick.
Yeah. Good.
Um,
Good. Good.
should probably
What
put more effort into it.
What editing software do you use, and what's your editing process like? Well, you've kind of
Mm.
just told us that, but
Mm.
so it's CapCut you're using.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to use something. I can't remember what it was. But then I just thought it was frustrating because I get to the point where I want to do something. I want to do like a transition or whatever,
Yeah.
and I can't quite find the one I want. CapCut's really good because you basically just drag and drop presets.
Right.
So there is no I want it to do this with this effect. It's like you have to find the
Yeah.
made effect and put that on, put that in the video. So usually it's like things like tracking and blurring. I sometimes use Premiere Pro because that's got a better blur function.
Right.
Although I found it much easier to just switch to a different camera view.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Um, okay. Do you ever get burnout from filming everything? How do you manage that?
It's weird, because I thought because I've been doing a video a day, like
Hmm.
every day at 5 o'clock, I release a video pretty much for about a year or so.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get on the bike and I'm like, I'm just not in the mood. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
But then I start to ride, I start talking, and it cheers myself up a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm going to work. It's early in the morning. It's like 6 in the morning. I've been up since about 4. I can't be I can't be arsed. It's cold. It's raining, and so I just start. I have like a start point, something that I've seen, something on my mind, and that's how I'll start the video. And then
Yeah.
everything after that is just pure whatever pops into my head.
Yeah.
And once I start talking, that usually it clicks me out. I've never got to a point where I've come home and then I've uploaded the video and I thought this is awful. I'm just mumbling or I'm so I'm assuming at some point I'm gonna go. Do you know what? I think I'll skip a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Yeah, so far, fingers crossed. I'm still enjoying the whole process
Yep.
of making the videos.
Good, good. How do you deal with trolls or negative feedback on your channel?
I bake them and then milk the little teats for. I shouldn't do that. I make shorts and take them out of context of stuff I've said, and then I hope someone says something negative, and then I pounce and then try and egg them on to see how long I can get the conversation going.
Yep.
Um, it's childish. I should grow up and do something better. Normally, it's 90% of the time people who make a negative comment have never watched any other video I've made.
Yeah.
It's because it's usually I say something wildly offensive. I'll say like small dick Harley riders or something,
Yeah.
and then laugh at a guy on a Harley. Even though again I've owned cruisers, I've got nothing against them. I just think it's funny to make the joke.
Yeah.
So they get really angry. So I get really snarky back at them, and then I've kept like for 50 odd comments I think in the past. Just keep egging them on. One guy, I can't remember what it was, but he said something, and then I just started like every few days I'd say something. It's like, "Oh, you miss me," and stuff like that, just to try and like bait him back into the argument. If if it was negative feedback from a subscriber, I'd take that on board. As long as it, because I always get negative feedback, but it's usually a joke. Usually it's people taking the piss. My option of being like a really cool YouTuber guy is that ship sailed. Most of the people that watch my videos, I'll just enjoy taking the piss constantly. I like that. I love the banter. That's I like that more than like any big subscriber numbers. I just love little messages on my phone, and then I'm sat there at work, just having some bants. But the negative feedback, it just doesn't really bother me at all.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
engagement really.
Yeah.
If it was genuine negative feedback from someone like a subscriber, I'd be more inclined to take that on board
Yeah.
because I don't intentionally like annoying people that I like, but strangers don't care.
Yeah. I get it. Tips for someone who wants to start motovlogging today.
I actually made the video I made today kind of touched upon it. I'd say 4K camera,
Yeah.
sort of bare minimum, and a decent mic.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you've got to say if all you get is just fuzzy picture and constant wind noise. People are just going to click off.
Yeah.
Um, it sounds kind of like elitist because I started with a 1080p drift camera, but it makes a difference when you're looking. I mean, because I don't even use thumbnails anymore. I can't be asked with them. I just let YouTube pick them. Um,
Was that Todge
the
in tonight's thumbnail? Was it?
Yeah, YouTube
Yeah.
picked that. I didn't even realize it. I didn't check. It was because he was talking about how he used a lavalier mic. No, sorry, a Samsung headphones, and he cut the air bit off, and he just used the microphone bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is the cheapest thing I've ever heard anyone ever say. That's why the whole it's him as Scrooge going bar humbug. But for some reason, that's the one that YouTube picked. But if you're if you have decent quality video, decent quality audio,
Yeah.
people are going to watch that.
Yeah.
More likely to watch it for longer. I mean, if you're the most interesting guy in the world, and you've got beautiful scenery, but if it's all fuzzy and people can't hear a word, they're just going to go,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
I'll see if another video pops up.
Yeah.
And don't do it for subscribers and the views, wherever. Just
No.
make the video that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Like when I'm doing the videos at the moment, I'm in tears laughing. Sometimes I can't even breathe because, uh, the video will probably come out by the time this comes out. But I got a video and I was talking. I kept talking about arses, and I was trying to stop make a stupid content. And I said, "Oh, I don't know. I'll Photoshop someone's head on a dog for a laugh." And it's the same that thing because I had Todge, and I just timed them out, so he's just going, "Ruff." ruff, ruff, ruff. And I was absolutely wheezing and in tears. I thought, this is, I mean, no one's gonna, I mean, Taj might laugh, but it's that's why I love doing it. Just little jokes.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if you just like out on your bike and you record like an incident wherever and you put that up on YouTube and it goes viral, but the rest of your content is
yeah,
something completely different, then
yep,
what's the point?
yeah,
Um, Aim for doing what you want to do, and it makes, that's why I think I can put out so many videos so quickly, is
yeah,
because I enjoy every second that I do it.
yeah,
Um, so if as soon as you start thinking, oh, I don't like doing this, don't. Choose a different subject,
yeah,
a
yeah,
different style, different editing style, different music. Do whatever you like, and then you will get that audience gravitating towards you.
yeah,
If you aim for like to be the next like Yami noob, or you're only gonna frustrate yourself if you don't grow
yeah,
as quickly as you want to grow.
yep,
It's just not. As yourself, you've seen like you're consistent with it, and you eventually you'll get the numbers that you.
yeah, definitely, definitely. What's next for your channel?
Uh,
More of the same?
do you know? I was again. This is something I was recently talking about. Again, I don't think this video. It's probably tomorrow's video where I feel like I've been like not, the phrase "circle in the drain" pops into my head, but that's not. It's like a holding pattern where I'm doing the same thing. I've not had a ride out for myself for months. I've not
Yeah,
gone because I live about half an hour away from the forest of Bowland,
right.
so that's why there's a lot of videos of me going there because it's so close. I've not even done that. Oh no, I did do some green laning actually, but yeah, I think I need to start doing more things that aren't me coming to and from work.
Yeah,
Um, as much as you know, I enjoy doing like those videos. I think it feels like it's a little bit stagnant,
right.
and I don't think I've most topics. I don't think I've repeated myself too much, which is I think is a miracle in itself, really, with the amount of shit I talk. Um, but yeah, I want to do bigger rides. I think the rides where you've got like nice scenery and loads of music. That's not something I can do really.
Yeah,
I tried it, and it's okay, but it doesn't feel like it's something that I naturally gravitate towards. There
right.
was two. I was going to do a series. There was one Head for the Horizon, and then the other one was me driving like a prick, called Breach of the Peace. I think I've done six breaches of peace and one Head for the Horizon, and me driving through a nice area with some nice music in the background.
Yeah,
Um, Product reviews and stuff like that, because I'd always because you see a lot of people getting all the
yeah,
like the freebies and reviewing them, and I'm like, I don't think I could do that.
yeah,
Mainly because I have shit all over all these like OCHs and CGs and stuff like that constantly in the videos.
yeah,
Um, so I don't think I could unless if it's not something I would buy or have bought, it's just a no go.
yeah.
So the only thing left like bike reviews, and I don't think I could do that either,
No.
because I'd be truthful, and that I'd only ever do one before the whoever gives the
For
bikes
each
out goes, we're not,
manufacturer.
yeah, we're not doing that again. Because I'd be doing like, oh, is this bike taking 3 years to fucking start? Stupid screen, blah, and too many buttons. Um, so I don't know. It is a weird one because what I it is very samey in terms of like I go to work a video every day. The subject changes, but the bike part is almost incidental. I could be on a train talking like a lunatic to myself in the corner, do you know, or in a car. It's just the bike is just what I'm on
Yeah, yeah,
while I'm chatting away.
yep,
So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Again, I'd like to do more trips away. I bought a load of camping gear. I went camping once on the Honda, and I think it rained, and I haven't been since. And that was and that was about a year and a half ago. It's like literally a massive amount of camping gear there. I've
Yeah.
got a van that I'm slowly. I don't know why I'm doing that. You can't see it. There's a van outside that I'm slowly doing up into a camper van.
Right.
But I'm trying to do it so I can load the bike into the back and use that as a base camp. So if I want to go somewhere
Right.
and
Good.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
roll the bike out, but I'm inherently lazy. Starts taking a long
Somebody's done
time.
that recently. Who was it? Was it that Safi Sprocket or something? She's done that. She's got some sort of mechanism in the van where she just drives it
Mm.
in and it locks the wheel or something.
I'm not too sure. I used to watch quite a lot of Safi,
Yeah.
not so much for the past year. I
Nah,
think
I know.
it was
Yeah.
it became a little bit um, too YouTubey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Very like made for you. I mean, I suppose once you start growing, once you grow an audience and you gravitate towards that, I don't know whether it's enough for a living because I know she was studying law or
Yeah, that's right.
so.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
don't know whether she's
Um,
transitioned from doing that to a full-time job. I enjoy the videos, and she's got quite an infectious personality, but the
yeah.
videos seem to lose a lot of the chaos. If you know what I
Yeah.
mean, it felt a
Yeah.
little bit too manufactured for me.
Yeah. I know what you're
I kind of
saying.
drop,
Yeah.
I can sort of drop in and drop out a lot of times, but
Yeah. But she's
it,
definitely done that with a van. She bought a van
mm,
to get the bike in the back of it. And it's just a wee kind of single bed at the side of it, sort of thing, I think.
yeah,
Um,
I mean it's a massive transit van, like a long wheelbase transit. I mean I'm 6'2", and I can stand up in the back,
yeah.
so it's a big thing. I've recently just finished doing the repaint. Like, well, I had to do some work, bit of welding on it. Just finished doing the installation. I've got. I think it needs to go for its MOT and then put the wooden boards in it, and it's technically good to go at that point. And the rest of
Yeah.
it is
Hmm.
just all
That would be
fixtures
good.
and fittings and stuff. But I did originally. I think I've got a few videos of me starting it, but I don't think anyone gives a shit about the whole van life thing, so I just never bothered to continue.
Yeah. Yeah. John, you have now answered all questions.
Whoop.
That was painless, was it not?
Mm,
So brilliant having you here.
mm.
Keep up the madness in your videos because we all enjoy the madness.
Yeah, well, I think I've been leaning into that quite a lot. It's just nice to be able to, because like I say, I'm in my job. It's not an environment where I can turn to someone and say, "Oh, what's worse, a cold toilet seat or a warm toilet seat?" They're just not going to be. They're going to be looking at me like, "What are you talking about?" Um,
Sacked.
yeah, and say I've been pulled in to some meetings in the past, and they're like, "Oh, well, we've heard you over saying stuff." I'm like, "Oh, fuck's sake!" So it's nice to be able to, especially at the end of the day, because I've usually had like I'm still drinking it now, like pre-workout caffeine caffeine drink.
Right.
Just keeps me going. So by the end of the day, I'm quite jittery, and I get on the bike, and I'm just like, yeah, talk whatever's in my head, all the stuff I wanted to say all day just comes out. So I find it quite cathartic, and it usually translates to me being a little bit manic.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I enjoy your videos. I like them. John, thank you very much for being on, mate.
well,
Really
thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
And I look forward to your next video.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't, because it is dump, dumpster fire. But
Yeah.
it's just me being me.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Cheers.